Hello, here's the news at this hour from Tstv. I am Mobola Batekale. Here are some major headlines. OAU VC not returning officer says INEC. PTF releases fresh guidelines for school reopening. Trump refuses to take part in virtual debate with Biden. And in the world of sports, new boss WALDRUM drums new agenda for Super Falcons. And now the news in details. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has described Governor Seyi Makinde's alarm on the appointment of OAU VC Professor Yetope Ogunbodede as Chief Returning Officer for Saturday's governorship election in Ondo State as mere speculation. The governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, who also doubles as the chairman of the PDP National Campaign Council and the PDP, has yesterday stated that the polls may not be free and fair because of Mr. Ogunbodede, who is also the Vice Chancellor of Obafemi Awolowo University, OAU. The party alleged that Mr. Ogunbodede is an ally to the incumbent governor Rotimi Akeredolu, a candidate of the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC. However, in its reaction to the stand of the People's Democratic Party, INEC, in a statement signed by a spokesperson of the commission, Festus Okoye, said it will not be drawn into speculations relating to its performance of its constitutional and statutory functions. Some youths in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, has also staged an End SARS protest rally demanding an end to police brutality, harassment, and alleged killing. Led by Oyo State Coordinator of Revolution Now, Mr. Emiola Solomon, the youths marched from the front of the University of Ibadan through Bodija Market at Awolowo to State Secretariat Agodi, ventilating their agitation for the scrapping of SARS. The protesters bemoaned that SARS officials see virtually every youth as an internet fraudster and are quick to indiscriminately stop and search them while harassing and brutalizing them. Placards used to drive home their message had inscriptions that included End SARS, End Police Brutality, We All Nigerians, We All One, We Are Innocent, Being a Youth is Not a Criminal Offense, Stop Killing Us, Put an End to Police Brutality, Stop Killing Us, We Are Leaders of Nigeria. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, yesterday commenced distribution of sensitive materials to various local government areas across Ondo State. The roads leading to the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN in Akure, the state capital, were cordoned off by security operatives, while newsmen noticed heavy security both inside the CBN and on the roads leading to the bank. Officials of the political parties participating in the election were present to monitor the distribution. Parties commended distribution of sensitive materials by INEC, while leaders of political parties applauded the peaceful distribution of the sensitive materials by the INEC. However, All Progressives Congress APC representatives, Honorable Victor Labiton, and agent of the People's Democratic Party PDP, Honorable Debo Ologunagba, has said the distribution was as seamless as OK, stating it is done in the full glare of everybody. The Presidential Task Force of COVID-19 yesterday has released a fresh guideline for the reopening of schools nationwide. This followed the earlier directive by the PTF that schools were free to reopen as from October 12th. Addressing journalists at yesterday's briefing of the PTF in Abuja, the National Coordinator of the Task Force, Dr. Sani Aliyu, said the fresh guidelines were developed by the PTF in conjunction with the Federal Ministry of Education and the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, added that schools and educational bodies that plan to reopen must have detailed communication protocols that include parents, school health teams, school authorities, and local state officials. Sani, in his statement, said specifically schools authorities have the responsibility to ensure that everyone gaining access to the schools is screened properly, while boarding schools must have identified areas for screening and putting positive students aside, and there must be appropriate waste management systems. And now to some foreign stories. United States President Donald Trump has yesterday said that he would not participate in a virtual debate with 2020 Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden after organizers plan to stage the rivals' next face-off virtually to protect the health and safety of those involved. The Commission on Presidential Debates, CPD, announced yesterday that the second Trump-Biden encounter, scheduled for October 15th, would take the form of a town meeting in which the candidate would participate from separate remote locations, adding that the town meeting participants and the moderators would be located at Adrian Asht's Center for Performing Arts in Miami, Florida. However, Biden has undergone multiple tests since Trump's diagnosis, with each one returning negative. 13 men, including members of 2 right-wing militias, have been arrested for plotting to kidnap the Democratic governor of the United States of Michigan. Whitmer has, however, thanked law enforcement for thwarting the kidnap plot and rebuked President Donald Trump for failing to condemn hate groups. Announcing the arrest, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nassau described the conspiracy to kidnap the 49-year-old Whitmer as a serious and credible threat. Meanwhile, Andrew Burch, the United States Attorney for the Western District of Michigan, however, said 6 men were facing federal charges for conspiring to kidnap Whitmer from her vacation home. And now to the exciting world of sport. Arsenal playmaker Mesut Ozil has been left out of the English Premier League EPL club squad for the 2020-2021 Europa League campaign. This has given rise to media speculation that he might have played his last game for the London-based side. The 31-year-old Ozil, who is under contract with Arsenal until June 21 and earns a reported £350,000 per week, has not played for the team since this season began and has made 18 Premier League starts in previous campaign. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has, however, said that the German midfielder would find it difficult to break into the squad, casting doubt over his future at the club. Defenders Sokrasti and William Saliba were also left out of the squad. Newly appointed Super Falcons coach Randy Waldrum has said his goal is to take the Nigerian team to new heights in women football development. The Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) settled for Waldrum to prepare the team for the 2022 African Women Cups of Nations and the 2023 World Cup that follows. It is reported that the Super Falcons have been without a coach after Sweden coach Thomas Dernaby left and the team failed to qualify for the 2020 Olympics, which has been moved to next year. And with that, we come to the end of the news. Here is a recap of the major headlines. OAU VC not returning officer, says INEC. PTF releases fresh guidelines for school reopening. Trump refuses to take part in virtual debate with Biden. And in the world of sports, you heard new boss WALDRUM drums new agenda for the Super Falcons. Please don't forget to always adhere to COVID-19 safety measures. I'm Mobola Batekale. Good day and thank you for watching.